Mindful Life Practice community.
All right, so if you have a block, have a block. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You don't necessarily need it. Just something that you could like pass between your hands. And we're gonna get started tonight on our backs. So bringing your body into a kind of a shavasana position. Choosing, if you want your legs extended, if you want your feet together, your knees apart. There's Emma. Yay. Let her in. And then just let your shoulders and let your head rest down into the mat. Letting the pull of gravity kind of sink and settle you into your shape and arrive in stillness. So tonight we're going to be working on Bakasana, on crow pose. And our intention is going to revolve around finding a peaceful center in challenging situations. So like always, our practice isn't about the pose, right? It's about feeling the strength and the stretch into the buildup and the release from the posture. So how are we going to specifically work towards crow? We're going to build core strength. We're going to open up the outer hips. We'll strengthen the arms and we will stretch the upper back. So let's take a few more rounds of breath in stillness. And then just gently bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. You can rock from side to side. And then take your knees wider than your torso. Lift your feet up towards the sky. Grip your fingertips onto your toes. And then take a little bit of a happy baby, rocking from side to side. Then take one more round of breath like this. And then just bring your knees back into close. You're gonna cross your right thigh on top of your left, crisscross your right arm on top of your left, and we're gonna curl up the elbow in to meet the knee and just hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then for 1, we're gonna do some pulses, lowering and then lifting, lowering, and then lifting, taking 8 in total. 4, 5, 6, 7, you got this. 8, and then lower back down, open your arms into cactus arms. And then you're gonna toe tap, shift your hips over towards the right, hips go over to the right, and then your knees drop over to the left, and this is twisted root. It's a stretch throughout your spine. Gaze in the opposite direction of your knees and take 3 full breaths. Then come all the way back up through center. And then we'll switch it the opposite way. So left leg is over the right, and this time your left arm is over the right. And the first thing we'll do is curl up and then just hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then on 1, moving through those pulses, lowering, and then lifting, going all the way up to 8. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, lower all the way back down, open your arms wide, shift your hips over towards the left this time, drop your knees over to the right. Coming into that spinal twist. Come all the way back through center, and then if you have a block, grab onto it, and if you don't have a block, that's okay. We're doing everyone's favorite core move. You're gonna lift your block overhead, extend your legs, and then you're going to lift your feet up to meet your hands past the block in between your ankles, and then release it back down towards the mat. So let's keep moving like this. Nadia made the mistake of saying today that this is her favorite core move. And that's why we're doing it. When we're building and preparing for most yoga poses, but for arm balances in particular, we really need to activate these muscles. Having strong core muscles is also what's going to help with any of our back pain, because a lot of our back tension or pain comes from not having as strong core muscles. So we're dumping weight onto our back. So core is really, really good for balancing out the body, supporting the body. Let's take 3, 2, and then 1. And then just slide your block to the side, take your knees into your chest, open your knees wide, take your feet up towards the sky once again, take your arms on the inside of your thighs. I really like this activity. You're gonna kick your heels towards your bottom and then push your hands up towards the sky like you're coming into that Bakasana, that crow, but you're upside down, and stay for 3, and then 2, and then 1, lower down, knees into chest, rock side to side. Come into stillness, hands on the backs of your thighs, rock all the way up, and you're just gonna go over onto your hands and knees, and then come back into a child's pose. Your knees can be wide, forehead grounding, taking some deep breaths, and reminding yourself that this shape is always there, right? You can always come back to your child's pose. You don't have to be doing crow pose to be doing yoga. Let's come all the way up into a tabletop shape. And then we're gonna move through some cat-cows, but we're gonna take them a little bit differently. Okay, so on your breath in, you're gonna tilt at the pelvis and lift your chin. This is your cow. And then on your exhale, curl up, find your cat. Now in your cat, I want you to pause, take a breath in, take a breath out, and then inhale into the cow, and then exhale into the cat. And then once again, pause in your cat, take a breath in, take a breath out. Let's keep going like this, inhaling, And then exhaling. And then pause, take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then carry on. So what are we doing here when we pause? We're starting to get into those back muscles and kind of almost set like an imprint. Almost like create the muscle memory, because this is the curvature we're going to need in our back when we lift up into our crow. Pause, take an inhale, take an exhale, and then come all the way into neutral. Tuck your toes under. You're going to lift your hips up and back and come into your first down dog. So spread through your fingers a lot. Roll your armpits in if you can, so you're almost expanding through your back body, and then just let your head and neck hang heavy and take maybe 3 rounds of breath. Bend through both of the knees, take the gaze forward, step the feet up to meet the hands. Take an inhale to halfway lift. So you'll lengthen through the spine, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale all the way into a fold. Step your toe mounds together. You're gonna bend through the knees, sit your hips back, and find yourself coming into a chair. Take a few breaths, just feeling the fire kind of building in the legs, the tapas, the energy. Should have almost a little bit of a tuck of the tailbone, so your butt isn't like sticking out too much. See if you can be easy in your shoulders, intention through your arms. One more inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale to halfway lift. And then exhale your way back down, plant the palms. Let's step back, coming into a plank. Navel is drawing in. Push the ground away. Stay for 4, for 3, for 2. And then for 1, you're gonna move through your first vinyasa. So chaturanga, lifting all the way into your back bend. And then shifting back to your down dog, and just take 3 breaths. Bend through the knees, gaze forward, step the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Same thing again. Bend through the knees, sit back, find your chair. Let's take 3 breaths in chair. One more inhale. And then when you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower, plant the palms, step back, another vinyasa. Coming all the way up to your down dog, magic 3 breaths. Bend through the knees, gaze forward, hop or step feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Bend through the knees, sit back, find your chair. Take an inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your way back down, plant the palms, step back. Let's flow through vinyasa. Come all the way up to down dog. Once again, take 3 deep breaths. And then inhale your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your right knee in. Step your right foot to the outside of your palms. Land onto your left knee. Keep your left palm where it is. Inhale your right arm up towards the sky. So we're coming into a lizard, just getting into the hip. And then you decide, You could leave your right palm on your right thigh and open up through the hip. You might come all the way back into a little bit of a stretch for the quad. You choose. Release the foot, slowly unwind if you have it. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then we'll step back with the right foot. Navel is engaged. Find your plank. Take 3 deep breaths. And then move through that chaturanga all the way to your back bend, and then all the way up to your down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot wider than your hands, come onto your right foot. Take your left arm up towards the sky, and then you choose. You can press the left palm into the thigh, get into the hip. Maybe you weave the arm back, grip the left palm onto the right foot, taking that twist. Slowly unwind, land the left palm back down, tuck your back toes, lift your right knee. You know what's next. 3 breaths in your plank. For some reason, we're doing breaths of 3 today. And then move through your vinyasa. Bring your body all the way up into your down dog. So we're gonna start our warm-up flows, building a bit more heat into the body. Okay, so take a right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog, breath in. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up into a high lunge. Exhale, lower back down, plant the palms, step your right foot back, and then vinyasa. Coming up to your down dog, opposite side. Left leg lifts, 3-legged dog, breath in. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up to your crescent. Take your palms back down. Move through your vinyasa flow. Come all the way back to your down dog. Let's add on. Inhale your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Draw your right knee and step your right foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up. And then this time, exhale, open to a warrior 2. Take your breath in, reverse your warrior. Breath out, windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot. Step your right foot back, vinyasa. Opposite side, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Draw your left knee and step your left foot between your palms. Breathe in all the way up to your crescent. Exhale, open to your warrior 2. Yeah, you got this. Breath in, reverse. Breath out, come all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot. Step your left foot back, vinyasa. One more time. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your right knee and step your right foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, open to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat, you're gonna frame the foot. Leave your left palm where it is. Take your right palm up towards the sky so you're coming into a twist. Yeah, you got it. And then if you want to come all the way into your side plank, stepping your right foot back, go ahead. Maybe lifting the right foot up. Take 3, take 2, and then 1. Land your right palm back down and then move through a flow. One more, left leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale, open to a warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, come all the way up. Windmill, palms to the mat, frame the foot. Now leave your right palm where it is. Take your left palm up towards the sky, and then maybe you spiral and step all the way into your plank. 3, 2, and then 1. Left palm lands, Vinyasa Flow. Come all the way back up to your down dog. Let's bend through the knees. And then just sit the hips back on the heels for a moment and come to rest your knees, your heels. Oh my God, your hips on your heels. What am I saying? Take a few breaths. So we're gonna take a hip opening pose called Bakasana, cow face pose. I don't teach this pose very often in my classes. So there are a couple of options with your legs, okay? So what you're going to do is take your left leg and cross your foot so your left heel is kind of coming towards your right bottom, okay? And then your right leg is going to come and stack on top of the left. So your knees are directly stacking upon each other. I'm gonna come closer, just like this. I don't know if you can see me now that I've come closer. So knees stacking like this. Yeah, there you go. So your outsides of your feet are flat. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now with the arms, you are going to lift your right arm up. Place your right arm, yeah, you got it. Place your right palm on your left shoulder. And then maybe you take the left arm and weave it around and see if you can inch those fingertips together behind you. And if you can't, that's okay. You can hold onto your hair, you can hold onto your shirt. It doesn't really matter. Or you can always just have the left palm back on the right elbow to kind of drawing it in. So this is getting into our hips. It's also loosening things a little bit in our shoulders. Settle the gaze or maybe close the eyes and take, let's do magic 3s, 3 more breaths. And then just slowly unwind it. Nice, uncross the legs. How is that for you guys? Okay? I don't know, can't hear anyone. It's the weirdest thing about Zoom. All right, opposite side. So the right knee comes in, and then see if you can stack your left knee. And so basically you just want the outer edges of the feet to be flat. Yeah, perfect. And one side might feel different than the other, that's okay. And then this time it's your left palm that's gonna go up and wrap around, and then maybe your right fingertips come back. Maybe you can make a connection, if not, someday. Take one more inhale. Take one more exhale. And then let's release that again. Uncross your legs. And then just kind of windshield wiper it out. Okay, that was kind of like our moment to rest before we get back into our flowing. So bring yourself back onto your mat. And bring your body, so hands are gonna ground, tucking your toes, lifting all the way up and back, bringing yourself into a downward facing dog. All right, let's get ready to move. So right leg is going to lift up towards the sky, 3-legged dog, bend through your right knee and stack your hips. So reaching your right toes all the way over towards the left. Come all the way back into neutral. Draw your right knee into your chest, coming into your core plank. Take your right knee over to the right, and then take it across and over to the left. Let's do that 3 more times. 2 more. And then 1 more. And then come all the way into neutral. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms, land onto your left heel. Coming all the way up into a warrior one. And in our warrior one, we're gonna open our arms and then cross the right arm underneath the left and bringing yourself into eagle arms. We're getting a nice little stretch through the shoulders. Where are you feeling that in your shoulders? Where are you feeling that in your back? Keep the deep bend in the knee. And then slowly just unwind those arms. Inhale them up. Lengthen through your right leg. You're gonna reach at the fingertips and then hinge forward. And your arms are gonna dangle over your right leg. Let's take 3 rounds of breath, inhaling. And then exhaling, hinge forward. 2 more. 1 more. And then bend through your right knee, lifting all the way back up. Take your palms into heart center. Lift off of your left heel. We're gonna inhale, reach through the elbows, and then twist your left elbow onto your right knee. So maybe you're gazing over the right shoulder, coming deep into this twist. Take 3 breaths. And then slowly unwind, lift all the way up. You're gonna land onto your left heel and then come all the way around. So your all 10 toes are facing the side wall. Something weird swiveling there. There, I'm good. Okay, inhale your arms out towards the sides. And then exhale, take it forward, and we're gonna flow through some twists. Okay, so leave your right hand where it is. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. And then twist the opposite way. Land the left palm, take the right palm up. Do 1 more of each. Exhale, and then inhale. Last one, exhale, and then inhale. Coming all the way back through center, take your palms onto your hips, lift all the way up to stand. Turn your left toes to face the short edge of the mat. Bend through your left knee, find your warrior 2. And then we will inhale, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, come forward, land your left elbow onto your left knee, reach the right fingertips forward. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1, coming all the way back up. Let's windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot. All right, nice, good work. Land onto your right knee. Let's do the same thing we did before. So inhaling your left arm up, and then maybe landing the left palm on the sacrum, maybe grabbing your left palm onto your right foot, getting into that nice deep quad stretch. Take 3 and 2, and then 1, release the foot, land your left palm back down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step your left foot back to meet your right, find your strong plank, and then we will move through our vinyasa. All right, here's the trick. Let's see if I remember this all. Take 3 deep breaths. And then take the opposite side. Left leg lifts up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your left knee in. Take it across left and right. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Step the left foot between your palms. Lift all the way up. Land onto your right heel. So finding yourself into the warrior 1. Facing this side. And then we will take the arms open and we'll do the same thing. So left arm comes underneath the right, finding your eagle arms. slowly unwind the arms, circle your arms up overhead, lengthen through your left leg, take an inhale, and then we're going to reach forward and then humble the heart. So dropping the arms, getting a nice deep hamstring stretch. Make sure you have a little micro bend through the knee. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1. Come all the way back up. Now you're gonna lift off of your back heel, wiggle that knee back, or that foot back a little bit, lift through your arms, take your palms into your heart center, take a breath in, and then twist your right elbow onto your left knee. So you're coming into that little bit of a twist, pressing through the palms, maybe gazing over the shoulder. And then we will slowly unwind all the way, moving slowly and mindfully. And then inhale your arms out towards the side, hinge forward, and take those spinal twists. So you're in your forward fold, right palm lands, left arm lifts, inhale. And then exhale the left palm back down. Breathe in. And then breathe out. One more of each, inhale. And then exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Palms onto the hips, lift all the way up to stand, right toes turn, find that 90-degree angle with your left foot, bend through the right knee, warrior 2, inhale, reverse. And then come forward, right elbow onto the right knee, reach your left fingertips forward, forward, forward. 3, 2, and then 1 will come all the way up again, windmill palms to the mat, land onto your left knee. Nice, good work. Good, take your right arm up towards the sky, maybe you reach it back, maybe you go into that quad stretch. And then release your left foot, take your right palm forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your right foot back to meet your left, find your plank, and then we're gonna land onto the knees. All right, moving through some yoga push-ups. So we're working on those chaturanga arms. Draw your elbows back and then push the ground away. So I really want you to feel your elbows brushing by your side body. This is important. If your elbows are out towards the side, that's like a regular fitness push-up, and that's not gonna help us progress in these arm balances. If you want to tuck your toes and lift your knees, go ahead. I don't feel like it tonight. Take 3 more. Take 2 more. And then take 1 more. And then just tuck your toes, lift up and back, and then find your down dog. All right, we're gonna journey through that flow one more time. So right leg lifts up towards the sky. This time you're familiar with it. Maybe bend through the knee. If you want to flip your dog, you're going to ripple your heart forward, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, land your right tippy toes, lift your heart up towards the sky. 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way back. Take the knee into the chest. Do your 3 across. 1, 2, 3, and then step your right foot between the palms, lift all the way up, land onto your left heel. All right, once again, open your arms, eagle the arms, so right arm underneath the left, and then if you want to lift off into a warrior 3 this time, go ahead, finding this tricky arm variation. And then maybe you tilt all the way up to stand, crossing your left thigh on top of the right. Yeah, you got it. Eagle. Nice work. Can you tuck your left toes behind your right ankle? Can you lift through your heart a little bit? 3, 2, and then on 1, unwind everything. Big breath in, tilt back again. Land your left foot. We're gonna inhale, lift at your elbows, and then twist your left elbow onto your right knee. Find that twist. If you want to open your arms, go ahead. So left arm reaches towards the mat, right arm reaches upwards. If the bind is part of your practice, yeah, nice work, Yasser, go ahead. If you want to come all the way into revolve, bird of paradise, go ahead. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to chill. Nice work, Yasser. Cool. 3, and then 2, and then 1. Coming all the way back to unwind. And then just step your left foot in a tiny bit. We're coming into pyramid. So you have the 45-degree angle with your left foot. You're lengthening through your right leg. Inhaling your arms up, big stretch. And then just hinge your body forward. Take 3 breaths. And then bend through your right knee. Slowly lift all the way back up. We'll do that little swivel, moving mindfully. Feel that your knees are in the same direction as your toes. And then this time, let's interlace our palms, press our palms together, and then hinge our heart forward. And then we'll move through the second bit of that flow on the opposite side. So come all the way up to stand. Turn your left toes to face the back of the mat, right angle with the back foot. Come up into your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale all the way forward, left elbow on the right knee, reach the right fingertips forward, and then again, if you want to reach down towards the mat, go ahead. If you want to come into your bird of paradise, go ahead. Why don't we just give it 5 breaths wherever you're at. Nice. Nice, you guys. Nice work. Coming all the way back if you're up there. Coming all the way back up to stand. And then windmill your palms to the mat, frame the foot. Land onto your right knee. Lift your left arm up towards the sky, and then you choose where you move in your lizard. If you're coming into the quad stretch, go ahead. We've done a lot of lizard quad stretches, haven't we? Release the foot, unwind the arm, plant through the palms, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step back, plank, take 3, take 2, and then take 1, chaturanga, upward dog, down dog. Inhale your left leg up towards the sky. Bend through your left knee, stack the hips. If you want to flip your dog, go ahead, rippling forward, lifting your heart, expanding towards the sky. Nice. Come all the way back through center, knee into the chest. Do your 3 across. 1, 2, 3. And then take that big step forward with your left foot. Step your right foot in a little bit. 45-degree angle. Lift up into your warrior 1. Nice work. Open your arms. Left arm comes underneath the right. Finding your eagle arms. And then tilt weight onto your left foot. Shift forward, warrior 3. Hello, princess. If you want to come all the way up into your eagle, go ahead. Your right thigh crosses on top of left. Maybe you tuck your toes, sit back, lengthen, find your balance. Know that it's okay if you fall. 3, 2, and then 1. Unwind everything. Take a big step back with your right foot. Inhale your arms up towards the sky, and then take your palms into your heart center, lift the elbows, twist your right elbow to your left knee. Good work. Nice, you're following along. We're twisting all over the place tonight. If you want to lengthen your right arm down towards the mat, go ahead. Lifting your left arm. Maybe you come into that bind. Maybe you're up here with me fixing your hair. It's all good. If you want to come into your revolve bird of paradise, go ahead. Nice work, Yasser. Nice work wherever you are. And then slowly unwind. Lifting your arms up. Step your right heel down, lengthen through your left leg, take an inhale, and we'll hinge forward and then dangle the arms. For some reason, this flow on this Monday night always takes me longer than I planned. Slowly lift all the way back up to stand. And then let's do our little swivel. We're gonna skip our wide-legged forward fold, coming all the way into the warrior two again. And then breathe in, reverse your warrior. Exhale, find your way into your extended side angle. And then once again, choosing your pose. Could be here, could be hand on the mat. Could be the bind. And then slowly just unwind it. Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Come all the way back down, land your palms. Land your left knee. Inhale your right arm up towards the sky. One last little twist. Maybe grabbing onto the heel, quad stretch, maybe not. And then just release the foot. Take the right palm forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step back, maybe going back to down dog or doing a vinyasa. Wonderful. And then we're gonna hop all the way forward, coming to seated on the mat. Nice. Okay, so we are gonna try a little bit of a forward fold type of thing. So your right leg is going to be extending. It's like a forward fold twist thing, Vinyasa A. You're gonna reach your left arm forward on the inside of your left knee, okay? Reach it forward. There's about a fist width between your foot and your thigh. Yeah, cool. And then see if you can sweep your left arm back so that it's wrapping around your left knee. Yeah, you got it, Emma. Perfect. And then maybe your right arm can go back and grip your left palm. And if you're like, what is happening? It's hard on Zoom. Yeah, even if you don't know where you're gripping, you can just forward fold like normal. Yeah, nice, perfect. Take one more breath. And then just come all the way up to seated. And then we'll switch the opposite way. So your left leg is extended, your right foot is grounded. Yeah, perfect. Take your right arm, reach it forward. You might just stay here, just doing this forward fold type of thing. Maybe your right arm can wrap around the right knee, and then your left arm reaches back. Seeing if you can do this bind. Yeah. Nice, and if you're not there, it's okay. All right, slowly unwind. And then just bring your feet in. You're gonna come to land on your feet and bring yourself up into your squat, your Malasana squat. Cool. Okay, so from this squat, I'm gonna show you the next thing we're gonna do. We have done this before in Power Vinyasa. We haven't done it yet in Vinyasa. You're welcome to just sit and watch here, or you can try it. It's called Lalasana. So for Lalasana, I always do it with my 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, your hands can also be on the ground. I just find it helps me get a little leverage. You can either have your legs crossed, or you can come into your lotus legs. I always do lotus leg because it just helps me like zip everything together, but you don't need to do lotus legs. You're gonna push your hands into your blocks and then see if you can lift your butt up in the air. Getting some core strength going. Nice. Cool, and you definitely don't have to do it. Yes, Sunita, I see you getting your blocks, awesome. Even if your butt is still on the ground, that's okay. I have to tell you, this is one of these poses that I like never thought I would be able to do. And then a month ago, I just did it one day. Slowly lower down. Like after doing the 30-day yoga challenge, you just kind of build the strength, you know, or maybe 60 days or whatever, and maybe one day you'll do it. All right, let's explore crow. So getting into your crow. You're gonna come onto the mat, spread through your palms, spread through your fingers. If you want to, you can always just come back into doing those push-ups. That's a great place to be, building your strength. If you are ready to come into the crow, I want you to take your time. Build from the ground up, so pay attention to how your hands are, the spacing about shoulder width, spreading through your fingers, snuggle your knees. Don't jump too fast, but in time, just slowly maybe try lifting one set of toes and then the next. Keep your gaze forward. If you gaze down, you're gonna fall. Yeah, nice work. Nice. MJ and Yasser, see if you can cross your ankles. Just a challenge. Just for fun. Nice. Good. Good. Nice, Sunita. Beautiful. So Sunita, I think you need to gaze forward a little bit more. You're gazing straight down. See if you can take your gaze a little further forward. See how that goes. This is fun having a small class, actually. Yeah, nice. Yeah, go, 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 you got it. Yeah, you did it. Nice. And then Yasser and MJ, if you can jump back, go ahead. Nice, beautiful. I still cannot jump back. Nice, awesome. All right, when you've had enough of your crow, let's just come back to sit into our child's pose and take a few deep breaths. So kind of feel that experience wash over you. What comes up for you when you try that pose? What do you feel? For many years, for me, it was like a lot of I can't. Maybe when you finally lift into it for the first time, you're feeling what I felt, which was like this freedom, this playfulness, this joy. You know, it's not really ever about the pose, but when you accomplish a pose that you didn't think you could do, it's a pretty awesome feeling. Take one more breath. And then slowly roll all the way up to seated. Just take your feet to one side, come all the way back. And we're just gonna bring ourselves through an inversion. So option one for an inversion, you can just lift your arms, lift your legs, taking yourself into this waterfall, okay? And then if you want to try a shoulder stand, you're gonna land your elbows, lift your butt up, walk your fingertips down the back, lift your legs. Being mindful of how your neck feels. If you have any pain in your C7, just don't do it, which is that little knob at the base of your spine. Yeah, nice, good, beautiful. And then let's slowly roll down. Open your arms into cactus arms. And then just drop your knees over to the right and take your gaze over to the left. And bring your knees all the way back through center. And then drop knees to the left. Gaze to the right. Take your knees all the way back through center. Give yourself a nice little hug. Thank yourself for showing up, for making it here. It's the hardest part, I think. And then decide how you want to take your final resting pose. You can have feet together, knees apart. You can extend your legs out. You could take another pose all together. You can come up to me to meet me in seated, whatever works for you. Just let your posture be totally restful. Really healing. What does crow pose teach us? How can it remind us to face challenges with patience and grace? How can your breath support you when you're in the midst of a challenge? What support do you rely on in challenging times? McGregor says that there's a lesson in everything. There's something we can learn from each situation. The more difficult and uncomfortable it is, the more that you have to learn. And yoga teaches us the valuable skill of what to do in these moments of difficulty. Hardest part of the pose might be lifting up. The knees want to slide off the elbows. The weight on the arms feels unbearable. Collarbones caving in. What you need is the perfect mix of effort where effort is needed. Patience to wait for the body to open. Strength to stay the course through thousands of tries, and faith to believe that one day you'll do it. Just take that formula off your yoga mat and into your life. You'll not only have success, you'll have a peace that sits within you so deeply. Nothing else will matter. fingers and your toes a little wiggle. And a nice long stretch, fingertips all the way through toes. Take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And slowly make your way up to seated. Taking your palms into your heart center. We close with an intention, an ancient intention, but the original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart, year after year. That our yoga practice remain steady, that our efforts be continuous. That our yoga serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be happy, healthy, and free. May the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. We're going to finish with an Om. We will inhale and then exhale, and then inhale through to make an Om. Okay, taking a breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Thanks for sharing the space and the practice. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice Community.